What is going on with you guys? We are in here on the late night tap in. Let everybody know that we're live right now. Let me start recording while I'm thinking about it. How y'all doing, man? We're here. Haven't done a tap in a couple of days, but I'm here, ladies and gentlemen. We're here. How y'all doing, man? How y'all living? Hope everybody's having a great week so far, or great weekend. I know everybody's getting ready to watch the Super Bowl tomorrow. It's going to be popping up there in Vegas, by the way. I want to see Usher do his thing. I want to see our brother Usher get busy. Usher's had a great year. Very proud of that brother. So the zenith is him performing at the Super Bowl doing his thing. If you haven't seen that brother perform in Vegas, man, phenomenal show. So I'm looking forward to that. And I know a lot of folks are looking forward to the game. I don't really pay attention to sports like that. But I rock with the halftime shows. But nevertheless, I'm here. We're chopping up game. We're making it do what it do. We're going to get some calls in a minute, ladies and gentlemen. A lot of stuff going on this weekend. I'm going to talk about a lot of other stuff on my YouTube show tomorrow, on my live YouTube broadcast. We're going to really get down and talk about a lot of stuff. And y'all need to follow me at my Tariq Radio channel. Y'all need to follow me at the Tariq Radio channel on YouTube and all of that good stuff. Have y'all seen this thing where our brother Killer Mike won the Grammys? He won a whole bunch of Grammys a couple of days ago. And you had people, a lot of the streamers, some of these dudes who stream, who are popular in the streaming space, like the Kai Cenat dude, was I won't say talking greasy, but he was just on some stuff where, yeah, how Killer Mike win? I don't know him. I don't know what he does. I don't whoop de whoop. And then Joe Budden on his podcast spoke against Kai Cenat and some of these other streamers, speaking negatively about our brother Killer Mike winning. So there's been a lot of back and forth between some of these streamers and the Joe Buddens and people like that. And the streamers, their go-to is, well, these are old niggas, these old cats don't know nothing, whoop de whoop. Y'all let us young cats cook. And look, people are entitled to their opinions, but the thing is, with our brother Killer Mike did a phenomenal album, and people are so used to mush mouth gibberish now. Let's keep it a buck. A lot of stuff that's out now is mush mouth gibberish. It's somebody going in the studio, drinking a cup of syrup and mumbling for 2 minutes. And that's a rap record now. And some of the mush mouth stuff is catchy. Some of it is catchy. All right. I can bob my head to some mush mouth codeine Percocet music every now and then. But, when it becomes normalized, it's like, okay. But we do have a generation, and we have to understand this new generation. This is the mumble rap generation. Mush mouth mumble rappers. That's the hot thing right now. We're in a parallel universe. So when somebody actually raps good and they ain't mumbling, it's like, what the hell is that? That's why some of these people were shocked that Killer Mike won. I wasn't shocked, but again, when I first heard Killer Mike's album, when he sent it to me, I said, "Oh, this is getting a Grammy, 100%, 100%." And y'all look at the tweets. I put up tweets saying this. There was not a doubt in my mind. I said, "This is going to get a damn Grammy." He's not mumbling. He's articulating every word, and he's rapping good. Right there, Grammy, and sure enough, he did. Because see, you have to understand, it's not about just who sold the most records when it comes to the criteria in judging for these awards. It's about the creativity in the body of work. And my brother Killer Mike put out a creative body of work that he put his thoughts and mind and his heart and his soul into. And I'm so proud of that brother for it paying off. So now the mush mouth crowd and the mumble rap crowd, they're confused. See, understand that mushmouth stuff, you know, it'll get hot for a minute, but there's only so much of that people want to hear. You got to be high with these niggas in order to enjoy it, and everybody ain't high. You know. Shout out to the mushmouth mumble rappers. I'm not even hating on you. I want you to get your money. I want you to get your money, but we have to understand how hip hop is. The subject of hip hop, it evolves and it changes. Sometimes it gets very conscious, sometimes it gets very intelligent, sometimes people just want to kind of lay back and have a good time and lean back and relax. And sometimes you do want to hear the mumble rap. Sometimes you do want to hear the stank hole Section 8 rappers like the Sexy Reds and the Sookies and some of these others. Something, yeah, not my cup of tea, but some people like to hear the Section 8 rappers. Um, but you know that style kind of plays itself out because people, if it becomes oversaturated, people are going to want to hear the opposite of it. Just like if it gets too conscious, if it gets too preachy, people are going to want to say, okay, I want to be preached to. I just kind of want to have some fun. That's why the gangster rap kind of blew up the way it did. Late 80s, early 90s, because a lot of people got very conscious, which was cool, but then the consciousness got a little preachy. Then it got just a tad bit preachy, so people just wanted to gangster it out a little bit. So Death Row Records blew up because it was more of a mellow, smooth gangster vibe, and it was so different from the preachy thing that was going on. So hip hop is a very interesting culture where the waves shift, which is a good thing. That's what makes it so appealing to so many people. It's constantly evolving from foundational Black American culture. Let's be clear about that. Even though hip hop is a constantly evolving culture, it all comes from foundational Black American culture. Let's be very, very clear on that, and you'll learn more about that when the movie Microphone Check comes out in a couple of months. Yep, still coming out. All right, we got a lot of people trying to get on right now. Let's see who we got in here. Burrito Groper, you always try to get on.
Hey,
What's up?
Tariq.
What's up, Burrito Groper? How are you, man? Yes, sir. You okay? Tell you, Burrito Groper, you got to get those Wish app headphones off, sir.
Wish app headphones. I
There
don't
you
even have
go.
headphones on.
Okay, you had something going because I heard you speaking, but it was so low. Um, or maybe you dropped your meth pipe and you had to go under the table and your mouth wasn't by the phone. I don't
You
know, but it
caught
was
me.
okay. It was very low. But what's on your mind?
Well, how was your day, first of all? You
It
doing
was
okay?
phenomenal. I've been here at home with my beautiful family, just having a great time. What's going on?
Well, I gotta say, like, I agree with you. Like, these mumble rappers, they gotta go. They're not really good.
Yeah,
But, anyways, so do you mind if you answer one little question for me?
yeah. As long as it's not goofy and trollish, but go ahead.
Okay, so I honestly just want to know, like, is your wife half Jewish?
Well, you ask that all the time, so you've run out of material. And then now let me ask you this:
Go ahead, sir.
do you think that bothers me?
No, I honestly don't mind that she's half Jewish. I just want to know.
Okay, so if you say she's half Jewish, do you think that bothers me?
Well, no, so you see, you talk about white people and all this stuff and how they have power and
Right, right.
but like you never talk about the Jewish control and power that they own.
Well, the thing is, you want black people to fight your battles for you because you have some kind of internal beef with people who are white of different ethnicities. And because most of you are cowards, you can't fight each other the way you need to. So you want to drag us into your battles. So we don't. Why
Mm,
are you trying to drag us into your battles that you have against
I don't
Jewish
think
people?
so. I
Why
think
don't you fight? Why don't you fight your own battles? If you have a problem with them, why aren't you doing anything about your problem that you have with them?
we're trying here, but listen,
You're
I don't
not.
think
You're whining to me. You're trying to pretend my wife is Jewish. You're just making up stuff. So you're wasting time. So it must not be that much of a
now
problem
now hold on.
if you're sitting no. If you're sitting here just lying about stuff, they must not be that much of a problem because you would do something about the problem, right?
Well, I have a question. Is it true that like the only reason you won't talk about the JQ is because the Federal Reserve banks, which is owned by them, is who are going to give you the reparations?
What Federal Reserve? The reparations is going to come from the United States government.
Well, yeah, which is Jewish owned.
The United States government is Jewish owned.
Yeah, it is. Like
How
it's
so? How so?
well, you see, like they fuck, man, come on, I can't.
You can't get your lie together. See, you white supremacists are horrible at lying. The Federal Reserve was started, what, in the 1910, 1920, something like that. The United States government was established before that. So the boogeyman Jew story just kind of falls flat with that lie, right?
Listen, we all know it, and you don't want to
But
talk about it
The
because you're
Federal
not going to
Reserve
get
was
any
created on Jekyll
reparations.
Island. What year was it, guys? Somebody help me out. Is it in the early 1900s?
It
The
was
Federal,
Woodrow Wilson.
right. Yeah, very early 1900s. So the United States was already established. So this whole Jewish control and run the United States, that just work on your lie. But let me get Jeff. I'll get Jeff in here. Okay. Okay, Mr. Jeff. How are you, Jeff?
Yes, sir. I'm great. How are you doing today,
I'm
sir?
good. What's on your mind, Jeff?
Yes. First of all, I wanted to ask, are you excited about the Super Bowl and what
Well,
team you're cheering for? And are you excited for Usher's halftime show?
I just want to see Usher, our brother Usher, perform. I'm not even clear on who's playing, to be honest. I don't even follow it like that.
Alicia Keys is going to perform too. Did you see that?
I heard that. That's going to be very interesting. Now,
Yeah.
were you upset that Taylor Swift didn't perform? Were people in your community upset?
No, we don't like Taylor Swift because she's like a Biden supporter. And
Oh,
she,
okay.
yeah, she's woke. She went really woke. Plus, she's like 33 or whatever, and she doesn't
Who
have
do
kids.
who do you right wing suspected white supremacists? Not saying that you are. I'm not saying you are, but you're suspected of being one. Who do y'all like? What female performers do you guys like?
A lot of well, a lot of them I'm not a big fan, but a lot of them used to like Lana Del Rey. You know her? But
No, never heard of her.
well, recently, like a few days ago, she had a picture taken with Quavo, one of the members of the Migos,
Yes.
and
Oh.
there's rumors of them dating, and the white supremacist backlash was crazy
I
over
can
the past.
imagine.
I know they were burning her records and saying I'm removing all of her music and all this stuff. You should have seen it.
Wow.
Uh,
Wow.
yeah,
Yeah, yeah. You guys are very insecure when some of your white women idols take pictures with brothers because you know the brothers is probably digging them out. So that really bothers you guys. So are there any white women out there performers who are not getting dug out by?
and he
Right.
kind of like wears earrings and he has that haircut.
Getting with him because he's Negro light. So
Right, but
he has the aesthetics of a Negro, but she can still maintain white supremacy by dating him and won't get her white supremacist card revoked. So
yeah, exactly. Could you imagine her fan base if she was dating a little black guy? But
yeah, a lot of the women in your community do that. They will date a white dude who acts black. Just like when Britney Spears was dating Justin Timberlake and all of that stuff. Although yo yo yo, word to the mother, you know.
yeah, I
But
hate that stuff.
let me tell you, behind closed doors, they still be having the brothers though. They just don't bring them out publicly. But
I'll
but
take your word for it, Tariq. Another thing I wanted to ask you is, did you see the USC quarterback who is going to be number one overall draft pick in the next year NFL draft? He was on the headline of GQ magazine, and he was wearing a dress.
oh, what's his name? He's a black guy.
Caleb Williams, yeah.
Oh,
He wore
oh
he wore a nail polish too, and he had some like saying on it. It was something really weird, but yeah.
no no. What's his name?
Caleb Williams.
Caleb Williams. So let me look that
Yes,
up.
sir.
So they put him in a dress immediately, huh?
Yeah, they buck broke him before he even got there.
Hold on, let me look that up. Caleb Williams. Hold on, because in your community, they will buck break somebody the minute a check is on the way. There's a buck breaking. Okay, yep, it's already coming up. Caleb Williams dress. Okay, let me see. Oops, they got, not only do they have him in a dress, they got this brother. Lord, they got him in an orange dress. Lord, he looked like a Halloween hoe. They got this man in an autumn dress, family. Lord, they buckbreak this man before the check even cleared. Oh goodness. That's why we got Buck Breaking 2 coming. Buck Breaking 2 is coming. So
You need to include some stuff on Lil Nas X in that. He's
oh
really flopping around. He put out his new single and he expected all this controversy and it did like terribly because
yes,
everyone has realized his grift.
yeah. It's Lil Nas X, the one trick pony. He only garners controversy and it sells from controversy. And everybody peeped it. So nobody's buying the whole one trick pony thing. People are hip to it, and we're just not rocking with it. But thank you for the call, brother. Let me get some more people on. Karma Yen. Let's get Karma Yen in here, please. With okay. All right, Karma. You one of those nerdy incels. Okay. He's one of them kind. And that's not gonna go through anyway. We're gonna take that out. So you're not gonna get your little racist comment off, sir. Um this dude had an emoji of Elmo, and he does things with that Elmo doll. That good and well that Elmo doll smells like meth and bussy. All right, let's get Fishoto. Let's get Fishoto in here. Fishoto. Fishoto, hop on, sir.
Hello, Mr. Nigger. I am
Oh
very
Lord.
happy to talk to you. How are you doing tonight?
Okay. Now, what do you think the N word bothers us, sir?
No, I was being very respectful, I thought. I don't know. You
Okay.
are a nigger, right?
I'm a victim of white supremacy, and that's what a nigga is, a victim of white supremacy. So I am a victim of you. So you're just confirming that, sir. So as a white
Well, I'm not
supremacist,
a white
so
supremacist
of
at all.
course, yeah,
I'm
come
just
on,
I'm
stop
just
it.
a happy
No,
white man, that's
right.
all. And
Which is a
you,
white you,
sir, are
sir.
a nigger.
Okay, then that means you're a white supremacist. Okay, so
Yeah,
you
well,
being
yes,
so
I'm happy to be white, so I
there you
guess
go. So you being a white supremacist, how does it feel being reduced to hiding on the internet behind troll memes with your Aryan God ancestry? How do you feel about that?
pretty good. I'm throwing up Romans as I speak.
But you're in a trailer park, so it doesn't matter. So does that feel bad that your proud Aryan background and you're sitting in a trailer smoking meth with a frog emoji trolling on the internet? Don't you feel
I'm
bad?
actually in a very high class neighborhood. I'm not living in the hood like niggers tend to live, but I'm doing pretty well. How are you doing?
Well, sir, you're in a trailer park, and niggas don't live in trailer parks with you, sir. We don't live in that kind of filth. So what does that say about you, sir?
I know you live in the streets with 12 abandoned houses on a
No,
1 block radius.
no,
I
we
know,
don't.
I know, I
That's
know.
that's your fantasy. Foundational Black Americans don't live like that, sir. We live pretty decent compared to your trailer parks. We don't live in abandoned neighborhoods like that. No, we don't. That's your fantasy because you feel an inferiority complex. Is it those birth rates that's struggling that's bothering you, sir? Them birth rates that's falling flat on its face?
Well, speaking of foundational Black Americans, the unfoundational niggas are infiltrating our country as we speak. So what do you think about that?
Well,
These face painted, not the funny niggers like you, the face painted Africans are just infiltrating in mass. What do you think about that?
well, the thing is, those Africans, they're skipping over us and they're going right to the white vaginas. They're going for the trailer park women. That's who they
Yeah, they
got
like
their
to rape. I know. They like to
They
rape.
don't
I
like to
mean,
rape. No. Your women like to throw that saltine vajayjay at the African brothers. So how do you feel about that? Your birth rate's already struggling. So how do you feel about Umbutu banging Karen out like he's doing? How do you feel about that?
hey, my birth rates are going fine,
Oh
brother.
no, sir, they're not. Sorry, them birth rates are struggling. Them birth rates are struggling, and you know it. You're about to go extinct, you white supremacists. You're about to go extinct any day now,
I know
sir.
you hope that, but there's
I don't know.
plenty
No,
of
no,
us
no.
out
Hold
here.
on, man. No, sir. I don't hope anything. I want to. Well, good white people. I want them to be okay. Good white people are fine, but the white supremacists, most of you guys who segregate yourself in these little enclaves of segregation, you guys, your birth rates are falling flat because most of you guys are getting into these incestuous things where you have to lay it with your cousin in order to stay white. So now those birth rates are really, really accelerating to the ground. So how do you feel about that, sir? Is that making you upset with black folks? That's why you're so angry, sir?
No, I love black people.
No, you don't, sir. The first thing out your mouth was the N word.
Well, I didn't. I love black people. I mean,
Well, you're
I did.
obsessed with black. You're obsessed with black people.
Yeah, I know. Niggers and black people are a little bit
Right.
different, but
Well, you're obsessed with us because what do you really have going on as a white supremacist? You don't really have anything going on, do you?
got a little bit going on.
Really, yeah, you white supremacists never have anything going on. That's kind of what makes you white supremacists. You need white supremacy to keep you afloat. It's like a welfare system. You see, that's why all of this weird anti-black.
Funny how you brought up welfare systems. You seem to know a
Yes,
lot about that, man.
I study your community. I do know. I study your community. You guys are the welfare kings and queens, right? You
Yeah, you
got
don't know about per capita, do you, nigga?
oh per capita, my ass. Stop it, because if we're gonna go per capita to the welfare capital is Owsley County, Kentucky, where 99% of the people are white and 98% of them are on welfare. It's a whole county full of welfare, broke, crystal meth, musty ass, wet dog smelling white supremacists like yourself, sir. Per capita.
Hey, I'm a northern white, bro. I live in a nice city.